Hello, I'm Bex with Black Whisper Crafts, and we are on day 17 of hashtag Creep on June 24, hosted by Tracie Fox Creative. All of the information concerning this collaboration is listed below in my description box. Let's get into it today. These are the items that were in the digital kit. This fold over tag and this tag with the, let's see what it's called. Let me read the prompt here and we'll see what it's called. An old solid oak bureau standing alone in a completely empty room. Da-da-da-dum. We'll put that aside. I've already inked this up on the front. Not sure if I'm going to use it or not. I do have something in mind I want to do. And this is what I'm going to use. I don't know if anybody else uses a cardboard box for lots of things in your journaling and stuff, but I love to cut them apart and then just soak them in hot water for just a few moments. Then you can peel them apart, and there are 3 layers. If you've done this, you know. So I'm just going to use this one layer, I think. This one or this one. Doesn't really matter because I'm going to cover them. Let's just use this one. That's what I'm using for my base, is one of the layers of a cardboard box. And it's already in a trifold, so that's what gave me the inspiration. Let me get my bone folder here. We'll just a nice good fold. This way probably, like that. And I like it that it just looks all gnarly. I just like that. So what I'm going to do is, these are going to be my walls. 3 different sections, and then these 3 sections. And I'm just going to put portraits on the wall because even though a room is empty sometimes in an old abandoned home or house, there's still pictures on the wall. So I have some really cool, creepy old pictures. And I did purchase these separately from Tracie Fox's shop on Etsy. And this particular digital kit is called All Framed Digital Framed Portraits, Men, Women, and Children. I will link her Etsy shop below also in the description box, but I did purchase these separately from the Craftly Hall digital kits. These are what I'm going to use for the backgrounds. I haven't decided which one where, but isn't that a gnarly looking wall? That is so awesome looking. And this is the Craftly Hall papers. This is another one, and then this is another one, and I liked them all. Kind of got jammed in my printer, but that's all good. Just pulled it on through, and it printed, and it went great. So I'm not sure which one I want on the inside wall. I think that one looks pretty gnarly, doesn't it? With the red. Maybe we want the red on there. That would look really good. And we could do, which way? Probably would have dripped down the wall and settled down here. So let's do that on the inside. And I will show you the digitals, the portrait digitals that I purchased separately. This page and this page and this page. Oh, there's 4 pages. I thought there were only 3 pages. There's 4 pages. That's quite a few portraits. And I did print them off. All of these I printed off on toffee dyed paper, which is coffee and tea together. So let's get into it. All I need to do is cut. I think I'm going to trim this so these are all the same, sort of. Let's just trim this little part off. And trim this one. There, that will work a little better. Let's see, how do we want this? I really like this. It's really gnarly looking. I like it a lot. Let's trim this edge off a bit more. just a wee bit. There. That will work. So I'm going to do it. I want them all to be separate panels. And I'm not fussed that they're perfectly straight or anything like that. So I think what I'm going to do is do it like this. Just trim off this end. Just like that. And just trim off the top. Since there's not a pattern on this wallpaper, it's not that big of a deal if it's not perfectly straight or anything. There we go. That's a nice piece. Leave that up there. Okay, so now what I want to do is just cut them so that I can glue them on separately. This one can be cut about right there. There's that panel, and let's see if this panel is the same size. Pretty much, so we can just cut this side. Pretty much the same. That will work out. Oops, there it went. I retrieve it. Wouldn't be a Bex video if I didn't drop something, right? Let's see, we want them to be this way. This one will be for the middle, so we probably need to trim it down a little bit. Let's see, this will be right here. I want that more of that red to show, so we're going to trim off the side with less red. Be about right there. We can always trim off more. There. I think that will go nicely right there. Good. Like that. I'm going to ink up with aged mahogany, just barely, these edges. Don't want it to be so far down that you can see too much, because I want these to be, I will glue them at the top so that you can flip them up and journal underneath. Just barely ink these edges. There. I think that will work nicely. This is what I mean. I'm going to glue at the top, and then you can flip it up and journal underneath. I think that will work nicely. And this, if you can see the corrugated cardboard where it was the little grooves, it looks like it has lines on it. So you could actually have lined journal spot. Gives the appearance of it anyway. Okay, so that's good. Let's get these glued down just at the top. This is really crooked, so I'm going to straighten it up just a tiny bit. Get them going the right direction. One of them was upside down. I think we'd be able to tell it. Okay, let's get this glued down. Just a bit here of glue. quickly get this done. So I want it to be closer to the top than the bottom. Make sure that that will close easily. That will be just great. Love it. This one needs to go here. Just enough glue so that it will hold it. That looks great, and this one will go on this side. Probably takes longer to get things cut than it does to actually put it together. So make sure that this is far enough out so that you can fold it. There. Now that looks like an amazing grungy moldy old wall. Fold in like this. So let's just trim this off a tiny bit, this edge here of that page. That cardboard is just a little bit narrower at that bottom point here. Now let's see how it goes. That is perfect. Love it. Okay, that looks great. What are we going to put on the back? Which one? I like that. That's really pretty. And then this one's really pretty. I think this one looks grungier. Yeah, let's just put this one on there. What I'm going to do is go ahead and glue this one down. Put glue on this, set this on top, then we will cut this. I think that will go well if we do it that way. Let's cut this out. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and get a crease in that while it's still a little bit wet. There. There we go. Just using the cardboard as my guide. We'll get this cut out. that looks nice. Really nice and gnarly. So we'll fold in like this and fold in like this. Let's give it another good crease in here. There. That's nice. I like that. Looks really good. Okay, then you can just flip that up and journal into there. Next thing we're going to do is pick out some pictures to put on the wall. Let's see. These are pretty big. I wanted to get at least 2. Okay, let's just do this. Just cut them out like this, and then I will go back and cut them out better. We may just put 3 pictures. Let's just see. I really wanted more than just, I really wanted as many as possible on there. That's a smaller picture. That's a small one. Here's another small one. Maybe once we get them cut out, I think so. Let's find this other small one. That one's pretty small. Let's see. We might do this. Put these 2 on here because they're both small. That will work for those. I like that. And just, you know, raise it up and you have a hidden journal spot. That'll be great. So let's just see what we want to do here. Let's get, we could probably put 2. Let's see how many we can get on here. Here's one that's already cut. Let's find another small one. That looks like a child. She does. She looks young. So let's find another one that's a small child. See if this circle one would fit with that one. Maybe so. This looks really cool. Trying to do that one-handed. Okay, there's the pictures for the back. Let's see if we have. I don't think I want to put any pictures here. I'm not sure. I will be right back. I'm going to go cut all of these out, and we'll be right back and glue them down. Have all the pictures cut out, and the 2 for the back. And I have started inking up red around the edges because I thought it kind of blended in too much to the wall. I do want you to be able to tell that there are pictures on this really creepy, grungy wall with mold and water stains. I think that looks really well. Let's go ahead and do the 2 for the back. Just red on the edges. I think red just really creeps it up and makes it look a little more sinister. That. I wonder if we should just do a little bit, just a little bit of red on the faces. Doesn't have to be exact, just a little hint. Just like that. I like that. That looks great. Okay, let's get these glued down. Glue these on, and then I will glue the back 2 pieces on, and we'll speed it up. Okay, we have them all glued onto the inside, and there's the back. Looks like a nice creepy old wall with the old pictures hanging on it. There's journal spot there, and a journal spot there, and a journal spot there. And I'm not going to ink anything up under there. I just want it to be like it's a hidden journal spot. So what I want to do now is I think I want to put this right here. Let's cut this off a little bit shorter. Well, not a little bit, a lot shorter. And we will just glue it right here. So let's see if the back, we need to ink this back part a bit with the vintage photo. Just this side. Don't need to ink the whole thing. Just this edge that will be showing over a little bit. And actually we are going to do these edges so that white doesn't show through. And why don't we just add a little bit of red? I think that would be fun. Just make it all come together. A little bit of this aged mahogany. Just around the edges here and see what we think. Could add a little bit more shading of the red. There and there. I think that looks really good. Let's go ahead and do this edge a bit also. Just a little bit. There, I like that. That looks good. Nothing fancy, just a little bit of piece right there. That will work nicely. Make sure I did it over far enough. About right there. Okay, I think that will work great. Okay, just need some glue. Okay, let's make sure I'm getting it about in the middle. Just about. You've been watching me by now, you know that I'm not too fussed about everything being perfectly straight or anything of that nature. That looks nice. There. I like that. I want this to be tattered looking, so let's tear this lace, tie it together. May do something else, but we'll just see what we think of this. I like to use up my scraps. There. That's not going to tie together, is it? Try it one more time. Okay, I'm going to put a bit of glue inside there. There we go. That will probably do better. Okay, hold on to it for just a second to dry. It may not even be long enough. Just kind of wanted just a scrap of the lace to tie around it. Nothing real fancy. There, I think that's really cute. Not a lot of fuss, but we just have a trifold, and that looks really good. I like that. So we'll just untie it and you open it up, and on the back you have two creepy pictures. Let me just open it up like this, and then later on you could glue something on there. You could journal on there, but you have 3 hidden journal spots that just look like a creepy old wall in a creepy old haunted house. Just fold it back up, tie it up. Just here real quick, Mike. I think that turned out nice. It's not too fussy. And I made it out of cardboard box for the base. Let's get our little bow fixed up better here. Hi, cobwebs. Come on in. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Come on. There. And that is my take on day 17 for hashtag Creep on June 24. Hosted by Tracie Fox Creative, and I'm Bex with Black Whisper Crafts. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful crafty day.